Hello students, welcome to Python online classes. Today I'm going to explain about the concept of string slicing. In the last class I have started with strings concept. In that basic string operations I have completed, and in the next concept in that string slicing. So in this session I would like to explain about that string slicing concept. And now shall I start our session? Okay. String slicing. You can use slicing expressions. You can use string slicing expressions to select a range of characters from a string. To select a range of characters from a string. Range of characters means, for example, this is my string. Exit of CLS to clear the screen. Again, I am connecting same. So now my string slicing concept. Here, first I am creating one normal string with the college name. College underscore name is the variable, is equal in between double quotes G Pullareddy degree and PG college. This is my string. This is my string. Now this string is called a group of characters. Now how many characters we have? Around 32 33 characters we have in this entire string, from the opening quotes and ending quotes. In between 32 characters we have configured, so then only we will get a proper valid name. G Pullareddy degree and PG college, it is a sentence, nothing but a string, a group of characters. Around 32 characters we have in that. So the string contain, the length is 32 characters. If you want to know fastly how much strength it has, the string contain how many characters, if you want to find out fastly, then length function is very useful. Len of college underscore name. So as it is variable name, we have to pass in that functional brackets. So around 32 characters we have, sorry, 33 characters, because of the result is showing 33. So the length function can easily find out the length of a string. If you want to find out any string length, so immediately you can use the length function. Okay. So now in between, in this entire string, I want to pick some range of characters. I want to pick from some range of characters. Nothing but I want to split from here to here. Pullareddy. Only Pullareddy I want. So in that case, we can use the slicing option, string slicing option. So actually the string slicing is what is the string, what is string slicing? A string slicing is nothing but if you want to pick some range of characters, if you want to pick some range of characters from a given string, then it is called string slicing. Then we can use the string slicing expressions. So how to use that one? First we need to understand the syntax of that one. String slicing. String slicing is the concept name. So here variable name, opening bracket, start, colon, end, colon, step. So this is the syntax, and this we can use in different ways. This we can use a different names. Here instead of this one I can use the str, string. Okay, because of this is the syntax. So in this place, whatever the string variable we have created, that variable we can use instead of str, we can use that string, that variable name. Okay, then only that value will represent with the starting value, ending value, step value. Okay, so this is syntax. Now college underscore name G Pullareddy degree and PG college. So this is my string name. So in between double quotes, we need to configure either single quotes or double quotes. We have to configure, but quotes are important. And now, how to use that some range of characters? Now I want to pick the Pullareddy word. So from here to here, I want to pick this two words only. These two words from this entire string. Now I don't want to print entire string. Now I want to pick these two words only. So these two words index is what? So G is indicating with 0th index, full stop is indicating first index, and space is indicating with second index. After that, P is indicating third index. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So up to 13 we have to use. So for that, here in this str place, I would like to use college underscore name, because of the variable is string type variable. So like this. So instead of using is equal, just use one square bracket. In this, starting value is what? 3, third index. Starting value is 3, colon, and what is the value? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So up to 13 we have to use. Up to 13. So here step is also one of the value, and in the next I will explain. First, this is optional attribute. This is optional thing. Okay, if you want to use, then use, otherwise leave it. So from here to here you have to use right now. So like this we can use. So now it will print only output as a Pullareddy. In the practically we have to see right now. So already college name variable I have created along with this college name value, G Pullareddy degree and PG college, and this entire string is configured with college name variable. Now I want to print college underscore name square brackets. The starting value, if you use slicing operator without any starting value and ending value, it will print the entire string. Now just see, now I pressing enter key, G Pullareddy degree and PG college, it is printed now. It has printed like this. So now I want to use starting value and also ending value. 13 is my ending value. So for that it has printed like that. So why it is P not printed? Because of here space we haven't used it. So instead of 3 we can use 2. So Pullareddy it has printed now those two words. So like that, if you want to access a specific range, if you want to access a specific range of characters from a given string, then it is called it. Then in that case we can use the string slicing option. String slicing option. So already we have seen this string slicing option in list concept and also as well as tuples concept. So here also similar to use in the strings concepts also. Okay, same syntaxes we can use. Lists also we can use string slicing using same syntaxes, and tuples also using same syntaxes, and strings also using same syntaxes. Because of these all are same sequence type data types. Okay, so that's why string slicing is also common to all these things: lists, tuples, strings. Okay, right. Next we have to see the step concept. Step is nothing but if you want to remove any character in the sequence mode, then we can use the step sequence. So all of you carefully observe. Same alphabets equal to A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. So all letters I have typed in now. So how many letters we have? So In the English letters, how many letters we have? All letters I have typed and also stored in alphabets variable. Now I am pressing enter key. So now I am using the syntax slicing option. Alphabets is the variable name, square bracket, and starting is 0th index, ending is, so how many characters we have? Ending is, if you don't know, so in that case we can use the length function directly here, directly. Okay, so alphabets, first it will find out the length and it can replace it with that end value as a end value here. And next, step value, second value I don't want to print, second value I don't want to print. All of you carefully observe here what output we will get. Then only, I mean, if you see that output, then only you will get an awareness. What is the step? What is the functionality of step? So second value it has missed na? A printed, B missed, C printed, D missed. Like that, all values it can print like this without second value, without second index. So like that, step value will work in the in this. I mean, like this step value, step functionality is like this. Now string slicing concept is over. If you want to pick any range of values for that, for a given, in a given string, then we can use the string slicing concept. Next, testing, searching, and manipulating strings. The next concept is testing, searching, and manipulating strings. Python provides operators and methods for testing strings. Python provides operators. Which operators? Already in the list concept also we have used it. In and not in operators we have used it. Na? Those are called membership operators, I think. Those are called membership operators. And Python provides operators and methods for testing strings, searching the content of strings, and getting modified copies of strings. So what are the string operations we have? Already basic string operations we have completed, and string slicing concept is also completed. Now if you have a string, in that one word is there or not, how you can check? By using testing methods only. By using testing methods. All of you carefully observe here. And for that purpose, I am using one notepad window. First, I am clearing the previous output here. So for that exit of function, I am using to exit the Python shell window, and CLS function to clear the screen. So again, I would like to connect to Python. Sorry, not required. So for that exit function is enough, and CLS function is also. And here I am using one variable, college underscore name, college underscore name, sorry, underscore not printing, all right. So this is variable to store a big string, nothing but our college name, G Pullareddy degree and PG college. So this is my string, and this college name I have stored in college name variable. Variables functionality is what? Actually, what purpose we can use the variables here? If you want to store any value, for that variables are required. Either it is a string value, or it is a numeric value, or it is a floating point value, whatever it is. So if you want to hold any type of value, compulsory one variable is also must and should be required. Understand? So for that we can use the variables. So instead of using values while running time, instead of using values, we can use the variables only. So variables also having the great functionality, great usage in our programming. So now our concept is testing the method. So how you can test? Now I want to check degree is a word. Now I want to check degree is a word. I mean degree word is there in this entire string or not. Here we can use, I mean just simply we can see, easily we can find out that word is available or not. That word is available or not. Easily we can check. But all of you carefully observe. So this entire document, I want, how many pages we have? 748. So all of you carefully have 748. So these many pages, if you want to find out any one word, then Control F we can use now to find out that variable, to find out that value, I mean that word. To find out, for example, all of you carefully observe. Here methods option, methods word is there. I want to find out this method is there or not, this word is there or not. So for that Control F I would like to press, and here methods word I have typed. So if I press enter key, so that word is available at where, when immediately that cursor is going to there and pointing to that one. So like that, if you want to search any word in a given string, for that we can use the membership operator. So here I am using if condition. If wait if what word I am searching? Degree in which string? College name string. So college underscore name. So same variable we need to pass here, and same colon symbol, one space, print function I am using. So here okay, in between this, that is wait, here one input required. Here instead of degree I am using just I. Searching purpose I we can use. Okay, I equal to input, any word we can search na, then only it can. So here input function is used to what? To collect the input from the keyboard. Enter word for searching. Right. So I is printed. Is available, is available, is available, else print I comma not available. So like this we can use this function. Now I am saving this one, SCARCH dot py, save as type is all files. Now I am using search.py. So enter word for searching. Degree is available. Okay, like that. Again one more time. PG, yes, PG word is also available. And next Siva not available. Siva not available because of in the college name that word is available or not. Siva is not there na. So that's why we are using. Here in operator we are using na. If you want to search anything in the given string, so for that in operator we can use. In operator is we can use. So this is called membership operator. So like that, if you want to test any required string, any required substring, here substring is nothing but degree is a substring and nothing but in the part of, I mean, this is called entire string, and in that degree is, I mean, each word and each character is called as a substring. So now I want to search this degree word. So now I want to search this degree word. So already I searched it. It is available. So that's why it is printed degree is available. PG is available. And Siva is not available. Because of in the entire string Siva word is not there. Na? So that's why Siva is not available. It has printed like that. Like that, if you want to search anything, for that this test method we can use. So testing concept is also over right now. And string methods. Now we have to see the string method. So string testing methods. Now we have completed the searching process, and now we have to see about the concept of string testing methods. The string methods. The string methods shown in below table tests the string specific characters. For example, the isDigit method returns the true if the string contains only numeric digits. Otherwise, it returns false. So all of you carefully observe how many methods we have for the string testing purpose. These all are string testing methods. Is all num, is ALNUM, is all num method, nothing but alphanumeric method. Nothing but alphanumeric method returns true if the string contains only alphabetic letters or digits and it is at least one character in a length. Returns false otherwise. All of you carefully observe. Exit of and Python again I am connecting here, and now my string is str equal to Siva 1 2 3. So it is a combination of alphabets as well as numbers. So it is a alphanumeric string. It is called as a alphanumeric string. Whether it is alphanumeric string is or not, I mean it is alphanumeric string or not, how we can check? By using is alphanumeric function. Print. For your understanding purpose, I am opening one more notepad window. Here I am writing one string. All of you carefully observe how I am typing the code here. The string value what I am storing, Siva 1 2 3. I am closing double quotes. Now if condition I am using, if I in str just wait. Right. If str dot is alpha is all num. The function is what? Is all num. Is all num. Is all num of, then print. This is str comma is alpha numeric letters, is alphanumeric letters, else print str comma is not alpha numeric letters. Okay, now I am saving this one. Testing dot py dot all files. Now I am going to command prompt. Now I am using exit of function and cd d cd gp or dc cd 2021 cd second p is c python 2 material cd practice programs. Right, now our file is available here. What that file name? testing.py. Siva 123 is alphanumeric letters. Okay, and simply we can use the contains instead of I am using contains. Not contains alphanumeric letters. CLS testing.py. Siva 123 contains alphanumeric letters. Because of Siva word contain the name contain what? Siva 123. Instead of using 123, just simply Siva I have used it. Again, one more time I am executing. Siva contains alphanumeric letters. Why? I think is alpha method is not working properly, no? Is all num str dot is all num. Wait, we have used correctly proper syntax or not? Is all num, is all num, page down. Is all num. Save. Siva contains alphanumeric letters. How it can contain alphanumeric letters? It is wrong output, na? User string input. User string dot alpha, print the string is alphanumeric. Is digit. Wait, for that we need to take out input str equal to input of enter the input. Okay, next, if str dot is all num, then print input is alpha numeric. Input is alpha numeric, else print input is not alpha numeric. Now let us check executing this one. Enter the input. Seva. Input is alpha numeric. How it is alpha numeric? Why it is not working properly? Enter a string. This is what I found about the string. The string is alpha numeric. ABC. That is what I found about that string. The string is alphanumeric. ABC is also alphanumeric. The string contains only alphabetic letters. And it's alpha. What is the definition here first? Simply you can understand. Returns true if the string contains only alphabetic letters or digits. Okay. Either anything. At least one character in a length returns false. For example, carefully observe. Again, one more time I am executing. Here I am not giving anything, just pressing enter key. Input is not alphanumeric because of input content. Here I am not given, even letters also not given, even numbers also not given. Actually, the definition is what? If the string contain alphabets or numbers, even one letter also it contains, then it is called a alphanumeric. Because of whatever the alphabets we entered as a string, whatever the alphabets we have assigned it as a string format, then internally it can convert as a numbers, ASCII numbers. So that's why it is called alphanumeric. Understand? That is the problem here. Here definition is what? Returns true if the string contains only alphabetic letters or digits and is at least one character in a length. At least even one character also we have assigned it, then it can give the alphanumeric. It can give the true condition. Understand? Right. Next, one more function is there. Testing method is alpha returns true if the string contains only alphabetic letters and at least one character in a length. At least one character in a length. So here is alpha method I am using. Is alpha NF. String is alphabetics. String contains alphabetics. String contains alphabetics. And string not contains alphabetics. So if is alpha method returns true, if the returns true, then if condition will execute. If return false, else block will execute. Already in the previous semester I have completed about the conditional statements part. Okay. So here str is alpha method if you use, if the user input given as a letters, then this if block will execute. If user given numbers, then else block will execute. Now I am saving this one. Again I am executing through the command prompt, same function. So enter the input. Here 1, 2, 3 I am given. Is this alpha letters? No. These all are numbers. So string not contains alphabets. If the given name, string contains alphabetics. So like that it will print. Next is digit. returns true if the string contains only numeric digits. If the string contains only numeric digits and is at least one character, each digits it can represent. So instead of this one, I am just using is digit method. Is digit method I am using, and string contains numbers. String contains numbers. String not contains numbers. Previously I have checked is alphabet or not. Now I am checking is number or not. For that I am using is digit function. Here you please concentrate on is digit method. Okay, whatever the method here I have configured, so while explaining time, so you please need to concentrate here only, at here only. So if it is true, then this block will execute. If it is false, then it will execute. So is digit method return what? If the user given input is numbers, then it will, if condition becomes true, then if block will execute. If the user given input is strings, then this if condition is false condition, then else block will execute in that case. Now I have saved this file. Again I am executing this one. Same testing.py file. Enter input. So Siva I am using. So string not contains numbers. Again one more time I am using 1 2 3 4 5 6. String contains letters. So user given input is numbers or not. How you can check? By using is digit method. These all are inbuilt methods, built-in methods. So is lower, is space, is upper. 3 functions we have. Returns true. Returns true if all of the alphabetic letters. If all having the alphabetic letters, returns true. So now I am changing this one. Is lower function. If the user given input is all lowercase letters, then if block will execute. Otherwise if block will not execute, else block will execute. Okay, string contains lowercase letters. String contains lowercase letters. String not contains lowercase letters. So program is over. Now I am executing. Now I am checking the is lowercase method. So enter input. So now I am entering Siva. String not contains lowercase letters. Okay, now because of I have entered Siva as a uppercase letters. My input is in uppercase letters. So that's why string not contains lowercase letters it is showing. Again one more time. Same letters I am using in the lowercase letter. String contains lowercase letters. Okay, like that we can use. So instead of using lowercase, I am changing uppercase also. So reverse process. Is upper. Uppercase letters. String not contains uppercase letters in the else block. So if the user given input is in uppercase letters, then if block will execute. So lowercase letters I am entering. String not contains uppercase letters. Now I am using capital letters. So string contains uppercase letters. So like that we can use. Next is what? Space. Returns true if the string contains only all white space characters and is at least one character in a length, returns false. Spaces, new lines, tabs. Is space. Instead of upper, is space I am using. Sorry. Is space. String contains space. String not contains space. Okay, so again I saved that one. Again I'm going to execute. So cls statement I'm using to clear the screen. Again testing, right, enter input. Now Siva name I entered. String not contain any space because of it is a single word. Again one more time I'm executing. Pulla space Reddy. So string not contain space. Why it is showing Pulla Reddy? In between space we have na. String not contain space. Again it is, why it is showing is space. String contains space. Okay, first we have to see the definition clearly. Is space returns true if the string contains only white space characters and is at least one character in a length. Returns false otherwise. So all of you carefully observe. Again one more time I'm executing. Here I'm not giving anything, just given one space here. Okay, I'm pressing and string contains space. Okay, string is equal to space character here. Understand? If the string contains any space without entering any character, then eSpace method it will execute, right? Looks like that. So testing methods are also over now. Like that we have to test the strings. Next, and in today I'm going to ending this session. In the next class I would like to explain about the concept of manipulating strings, how to manipulate the strings.